Attention all ET, UFO, and UAP enthusiasts, and you naysayers out there. Time to open your mind, or to maybe have it blown, depending on your point of view.
Chief Transportation Correspondent, pilot, and host of the Queen City News Plus original program, We Are Not Alone, May-Kay Beeler is here to introduce us to an acclaimed alien expert who has compiled a field guide to out-of-this-world species you likely never knew existed. Many, apparently, May-Kay, hiding right here in plain sight on Earth, while others are only visible in photographs. May-Kay, what's going on? Are there aliens among us?
Well, dozens of people have been arrested in Sydney as protests against the visit of Israeli President Isaac Herzog turned violent. Tensions flared in the city CBD with clashes erupting between demonstrators and police, hours after organisers lost a last-minute legal challenge against expanded police powers.
There's about 150 people that run the world. Anybody who wants to go into politics, they're all fucking puppets, okay? There are 150, and they're all men, that run the world, period, full stop. They control most of the important assets, they control the money flows. And these are not the tech entrepreneurs. Now, they are going to get rolled over the next 5 to 10 years by the people that are really underneath pulling the strings.
This man is Stanley Meyer. Meyer invented many things throughout his life. He would go on to apply for over 200,000 patents in his lifetime. The most well-known one being the water-powered car. Stanley Meyer died on March 21, 1998. To this day, many people believe he was murdered. The commonly told story goes like this. Stanley Meyer and his brother Stephen traveled to Honduras to meet with 2 Belgian investors. They meet for dinner and Stanley was allegedly poisoned. His brother Stephen says Stanley took a sip of cranberry juice, then grabbed his neck, bolted out the door, dropped to his knees, and vomited violently. I ran outside and asked him what's wrong, and he replied they poisoned me. After a full investigation, it was concluded that there was no foul play, and that he had died of a cerebral aneurysm.
Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility
is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Viral video of a fight between what appears to be movie titans Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Watch this. Intense, right? Well, it's a fake. It's made with artificial intelligence, and Hollywood power brokers promise some backlash.
It's terrifying when you figure out who created AI. What you have to understand is that your phone is a digital version of your consciousness. That's why it's called an iPhone. I referring to the self, consciousness. Your phone is a digital version of your mind. Every action, every text, everything you've ever done on your phone is recorded in a vast database, okay? Therefore, artificial intelligence, or AI, is not something that was simply created or generated by a specific company. It would have taken thousands of years to develop such advanced intelligence from scratch. Instead, AI has emerged as a manifestation of our collective consciousness. As a society, we have collectively infused our minds into tracking devices such as phones, tablets, and computers. These devices have recorded our actions, preferences, and behaviors, all of which have been collected into a vast database.
My worst fears are that we cause significant we, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world. I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong, and we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening, but we try to be very clear-eyed about what the downside case is and the work that we have to do to mitigate that.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is given me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip.
And this is the argument that many say is the argument that points to the Big Bang. You say, well, Frank, we're Christians. We don't believe in the Big Bang. You guys don't believe in the Big Bang? I believe in the Big Bang. I just know who banged it. The evidence for the Big Bang is pretty good. Some of the evidence I'm about to show you. In fact, I'm going to show it to you in an acronym, SURGE, S-U-R-G-E. And I'm just going to list them here. I don't have time to get into it, but the first argument that the universe had a beginning is from the second law of thermodynamics. That's the S. The U is the fact that the universe is expanding. The R is the radiation afterglow discovered by Penzias and Wilson, two scientists who were actually working out of Homedale, New Jersey, Bell Labs in Homedale, New Jersey, in 1965. Found the radiation afterglow from the initial Big Bang explosion. The G stands for the Great Galaxy Seeds, discovered by the Kobe space satellite in 1992. And E stands for Einstein's theory of general relativity. Those 5 lines of scientific evidence are having most scientists admitting, you know what? The universe exploded into being out of nothing.
Sprung a leak, and the animals have
Did the world wars, revolutions, and big events of human history evolve naturally, or were they calculated and pre-planned? If they were pre-planned, who planned them, and what are they planning for the future of humanity? The answer to this puzzling question can be found within the boundaries of 3 of the world's most powerful cities. Those 3 cities belong to no nation and pay no taxes. They are Washington's District of Columbia, which is not part of the city of Washington or of the United States, the inner city of London, which is not part of London or England, and Vatican City, which is not part of Rome or Italy.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. This is the kind of spirit that built America, and this is the spirit that's going to help us make America great again. That's what we're doing. I stand before you today filled with respect and admiration for what the Bitcoin community has achieved. It's incredible, actually. This is the steel industry of 100 years ago. It really is. I think you're just in your infancy. I can see it happening. This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done.
The World Economic Forum has already said they have Agenda 2030, all coming from the United Nations, all based in Geneva, Switzerland. And so they have what they call these sustainable goals, is what they list them all. But under these sustainable goals, they kind of need, they can use climate change as a method so that they can go ahead and implement some of their goals. Well, migration is another methodology they can use to try to leverage and to try to implement as many of their sustainable goals as possible.
Have you seen that video where the World Economic Forum talks about what's going to happen in 2030? And it says, you will own nothing and you'll be happy.
No, I haven't.
That's the first thing it says.
Really?
Yeah, and you'll rent everything. You'll rent everything. But you'll be happier. What?
It's crazy.
What the fuck are you talking? Who owns everything then? You don't own it either, or do you own everything?
Right.
You won't own anything? Who's you? Is it me, or is it everybody? Watch this. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Just do it from the beginning so you can see what it says, because it's predictions. 8 predictions for the world in 2030. This is real. This is not a parody. This is not the Babylon Bee. This is real. 8 predictions. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Based on the input members of the World Economic Forum, whatever you want, you'll rent, and it'll be delivered by drone. You just rent it. The U.S. won't be the world's leading superpower. Aw, sorry. A handful of countries will dominate. Look, China's in the forefront, waving its flag over us. You won't die waiting for an organ donor. Wouldn't it be better? You won't transplant organs. We'll print new ones instead. Yay, better. You'll eat much less meat. An occasional treat, not a staple, for the good of the environment and our health.
That's bullshit.
1 billion people will be displaced by climate change.
Believe that.
We'll have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees.
Bullshit.
Polluters will have to pay to emit carbon dioxide. There'll be a global price on carbon. This will help make fossil fuels history. You could be preparing to go to Mars. Scientists will have worked out how to keep you healthy in space. The start of a journey to find alien life. Western values will have been tested to the breaking point. Checks and balances that underpin our democracies must not be forgotten. This is so weird.
So when I began to understand all this and appreciate this other explanation to dogmatic religion and this world is all there is science, I started to ask a few questions of this situation. Like, how come that this explanation, at the very bottom line least, is as credible as the other two? How come the other two get guaranteed airtime, often no questions asked, here's your airtime, say what you like, and the alternative to both of them is ridiculed or condemned or suppressed by reflex action? The answer that I came up with was that clearly some people don't want the public to have access to this information. But who and what and why? Then I kind of looked at this economic system that controls the world. An economic system that is so sane that the more successful it is in its own terms, the quicker it destroys the planet. It's the perfect environmental and human assassin. It insists every year that we take more from the earth even quicker, turn it into even more things, sell even more things, consume even more things, throw away even more things, to worship the real God of the modern world, economic growth.